Yo, what it do, well champions? Y'all know what it is, man. It's time for the daily hustle. And today we're talking about what you don't know about money is costing you. We're going to talk about why. I want to give you a couple solutions that you probably want to investigate to transform your finances, man. So, what you don't know about money is costing you. And when we come back, I'm going to show you why. Let's get into it. All right, good people. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Daily Hustle. So, y'all know what goes down on Fridays. What are we talking about? Money, 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 money. Yeah, we talk about money on Fridays, man, because I know everybody's supposed to get paid on Friday, but really, do you get paid or do your bills get paid? Anyway, I'm your host, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from wealthcreationplaybook.com. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you check us out on YouTube and turn on the bell notifications so you can get notified when we go live every day with the Daily Hustle, plus our other amazing shows to help you take your life and your money to another level. Let me ask you a serious question. Does the hen ask the fox how to protect the hen house? What you think about that? Does the hen ask the fox or the wolf how to keep the hen house safe? Of course they don't. So why are you asking the bank how to get out of debt? Something to ponder, right? See, what you don't know about money is literally costing you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars each year. So, number one of the five money killers is a limited financial IQ. And those that are keen enough to want to increase their financial IQ, they're going to do it at the wrong places, right? So they want to go to the bank to get educated about debt and credit. Well, the bank's job is to do what? They buy money and they sell debt. I'm gonna run that one back, man, because I don't know if y'all got that. What do banks do? They buy currency and they sell debt. Who are they buying currency from? Well, they would buy it from the Federal Reserve if they had to, but the Federal Reserve usually charges more interest and it costs them more money to buy it from the Federal Reserve than it does for them to buy it from their primary source. So who's their primary source? Who are they buying their currency from? They're buying it from uneducated people like you and me. When you go and put your money in a savings account, do they or do they not provide an interest rate? Yes, they do. It's very, 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 very small, but it's an interest rate nonetheless. So, what does that mean? Wherever you hear the word interest, there's a loan involved. So, when you put your money in a savings account and they give you less than 1% interest, you're actually loaning them your money. Or, in other words, they've bought your currency or the ability to use your currency. And then because of the fractional reserve system that we're in, they're able to take every $1 that they buy and turn it into $10 on paper to lend out. Come on, man. I want to educate you guys this morning. They buy currency and they sell debt. And you're running to them to ask them how to get out of debt. They'll never tell you because debt is their business, right? But I'm going to tell you how to get out of debt this morning. One of the ways you get out of debt is you let Uncle Sam help you. See, poor and middle class people tend to see Uncle Sam as their enemy, right? We've been taught to fear the IRS. We've been taught to hate the IRS. But wealthy people, on the other hand, have learned how to partner with the IRS. What do you mean by that, Cortez? Well, they understand that there's two tax codes in this country. There's a tax code that is for employees, and then there's a tax code that is for business owners, landowners, and investors. And guess which one they are more likely to play around in? The one that's for business owners, landowners, and investors. Why? Because it is built to benefit those who understand the rules of capitalism in America. See, what we tend to do is we don't, because we never learn how to play the game of capitalism, we sit back and we complain about it all day as if that's going to change it, right? Instead of complaining about it, why not learn how to play? So, on this channel, you guys know my favorite piece of advice to dole out is to start a business that you're going to run from home because it's going to allow you to benefit from the tax code that is built for business owners, landowners, and investors. Why is that important? Then a lot of people will say, well, Cortez, I can't start a business, right? I want you to understand something. If you take an inventory of all of your gifts, all of your talents, all of your special ability, all of your experiences, all of your knowledge, I guarantee you, you'll find that you are better at least one or two things than most people are. In fact, you're so good at it that people will either pay you to do those things for them, they will pay you to teach them how to do them, they will pay you to walk them hand by hand and do them with them, or they will buy products and services from you that can help them do the job a little bit better. Come on, think about all of the gifts, all of the talents, all of the special abilities that you have, all of the experiences that you've gone through in your life, all of the expertise that you have in one or maybe two particular subjects. And then those things that you do really well, I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you know somebody, anybody, locally, regionally, nationally, someone you know on TV, do you know somebody, at least one somebody, that's getting paid to demonstrate the very skills that you have right now today? Right? So for instance, I love basketball, one of my passions. Do I know people that are getting paid in basketball? Absolutely. They're called professional basketball players. But watch this. They are not the only ones that are getting paid in basketball. There are a lot of youth coaches and trainers that charge by the hour to teach young athletes how to prepare to be successful in the game of basketball, right? There are a lot of nutritionists and dietitians who get paid to teach young basketball players how to eat right, to optimize their bodies for the game of basketball. But you understand something. Then when you break down the game of basketball, there are some coaches who only teach young athletes how to dribble a basketball. There are some coaches who only teach young athletes how to shoot a basketball. See, I don't even have to be good at everything in the game of basketball to get paid from that passion. And you're telling me that there's not at least one thing in you that you know better than most. There's not one experience that you've had. There's not something that you are an expert in that you can turn around and turn into a business. Here's why you need to focus on. I told you I was going to tell you how to get out of debt, and then we're going to get out of here. 7 simple ways to legally avoid paying taxes. But this little publication is only yay big, is for entrepreneurs. See, they don't write these books for employees. And this is written by Sandy Bakken. He is a CPA and attorney and former IRS auditor. I'm just going to give you the 7 things, right? Number 1, these are things that once you start your own business, these are things that you can write off and save a lot of money in taxes. Insanely better vehicle deductions. How many of you guys are going to drive your vehicle, whether you turn one of your gifts, talents, or special abilities into a business or not? You already got a vehicle that you're paying for. Why not turn it into a tax deduction? Tip two, meals and entertainment, right? There are certain way that you can prepare your life so that a good portion of the meals that you eat are going to be tax deductible. You're already feeding yourself, people. Why not get Uncle Sam to pay 50% of the bill? Three, home office. You already are paying for somewhere to live. Why not make that a tax write-off, right? I'm in my home office slash studio right now where I do all my videos from. So that means a good portion of my rent, my utilities, my internet service, all of those things are tax deduction for me. And when I say tax deduction, how about whatever you make on your job? Just understand that you can reduce that amount by $12,000 to $15,000 per year on average, and pay less taxes on that money, right? So the average person will save $12,000 to $15,000 per year in taxes, right? Number four, hire your children. Ladies and gentlemen, you are already paying for your children to live. You're paying to feed, clothe, house, educate, and entertain them right now, today. When you understand how to play the game of capitalism, you'll realize that that those expenses can legally become tax deductible. Number six, healthcare. You are already paying healthcare bills. You are already paying insurance or taking it out of your check every pay period, right? You want to know how you can take some of that and write some of it off, right? And then number seven is how to have a good offense and defense against the IRS. See, I know what you're saying, Cortez. Well, what is you're not giving us anything but a few tips, right? Because I want you to go and do your own research. See, I want you to stop asking the wrong people about money. Stop asking the banks how to get out of debt, and their business is debt, right? Your job is to become financially literate. Your job is to find the real sources of how to play in this game called capitalism. Just know this. If you could save $12,000 in taxes, can't you take that $12,000 in tax savings and apply that towards your debt? Get rid of those credit cards, get rid of those student loans, get rid of your payday loans, your furniture loans, get rid of your cell phone leases. I'm just saying, this is the information that you have to source out and you have to seek. Now, do I have a financial health membership that can help train you on these things? Absolutely. And it would be wrong for me not to tell you about that. So if you would like to know more about the financial health membership, then all you got to do is comment financial health membership on this video or inbox me, man, and I'll tell you all about it, right? Three other things you have to overcome. You have to overcome, we talked about taxes first. You have to overcome debt. We talked about debt. We have to overcome our credit woes, right? We have to overcome inflation. The cost of living is always going up. You know why? Because when business owners get impacted by adjustments in gas prices and things that affect their business, you know what they do? They raise their prices so they stay ahead of inflation. But you, if you're only working a job, you're not able to raise your prices. You're not able to raise your wages when you feel like it. I'm an entrepreneur. When prices of gas go up and it affects me, when the price of the internet goes up and it affects me as an internet business owner, then guess what? I raise my prices too, right? And then you've got to overcome limited asset accumulation. See, we've got to subscribe to the number one wealth building formula in the world. What is that? Cash, asset, cash. Every time you get your hands on some cash, you should use it to buy, build, or invest in an asset that's going to bring you more cash. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this is making sense to you guys this morning. Got tons of trainings and education on those subjects on this right here channel, on this right here page. If you got any value out of today's video, make sure that you smash that subscribe button and that bell notification on YouTube. Make sure you like the page on Facebook, then like the video. And if you really got value, make sure you hit that share button. Share it in somebody's inbox. Somebody is trying to figure this whole money game out and they're dead serious about it. They just don't know where to turn. Last but not least, make sure that you go over to wealthcreationplaybook.com. I go into much more detail about overcoming the 6 money killers that's keeping you broke no matter how hard you work. And it's a free download, and there's a deep dive video that will walk you through more of these concepts. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, that's www.wealthcreationplaybook.com. You download that for free. Till I talk to you guys next week, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.